Hi guys. Hello. The blonde wig or blonde brunette-ish wig has made a return. I thought I really hated it, but it's growing on me. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with it. But I think it got in a little updo that's barely holding up. But I think it's cute. So this is the little vibe we're going with for today. But today I wanted to talk about my personal experience being part of the Attack on Titan fandom, which is my first and I would say like most prevalent or most like it's the fandom I'm most into out of all the anime fandoms. Like me and Attack on Titan like this. I split this up into like pros and cons. I have 3 pros and I think 3 cons. We're going to start with the pros though. We're going to be positive first. So for me, the number 1 pro is I like A, how deep the show is, and B, how deep the fans go with it. I love hearing the think pieces. I love hearing people talk about the different themes and the different ways they interpreted the show. It's like, I think that like, because I've watched Attack on Titan top to bottom 3 times. I'm not sure if I finished my 3rd rewatch, but I've rewatched it, and you have to watch it at least twice, I feel like, to like get it. But even when I think I like get it, I go online and then I see someone's take and I'm like, oh yeah, that went right over my head. Or like, oh, I never would have thought about it like that. Like, I saw a guy on my TikTok yesterday and he was talking about how depending on like how you watch it, Attack on Titan can literally be like World War II Axis power propaganda if you sympathize with Eren and the people of Paradis too much. And I was like, I never really thought about it like that. A, because I'm a little stupid. I almost failed history like twice. Like, history's my worst subject. But I was like, oh. And the way he explained it, I was like, wow. Like, I'm not sure if I like 100% agree that, oh, that's what the show is meant for or anything. But like, that is like a cool perspective. And I like seeing people do deep dives, or even if it's just like a surface level take, I like hearing that people are actually getting deeper messages or like understanding the themes of a show, especially a show that is as complex and so emotional as Attack on Titan. I love it. I love a good little think piece. Because the one thing that is very interesting to hear people discuss is, I feel like, the morality of certain characters like Levi or Reiner or obviously Eren, duh, and hearing people try to find the nuance, because I feel like the point of the show is that it's not black and white, there's so much gray. So to hear people be like, oh, well, I forgave Reiner because of this, and this, and then people are like, no, I feel like I still dislike him because of this, that, and the third. Or people being like, oh, I see Levi in this way, and other people being like, what? I do not get that from him at all. And hearing people try to like, because there's no like, I feel like, clear, clean cut description of any character. They all have so many different facets, both good and bad, about each of them, that you can kind of keep talking about them forever and find out new things. And the same thing with like the themes of the show. They talk about classism, they talk about like ethnicity and racism, and a lot of elements of fascism, which is a very heavy and deep topic. And to watch people just kind of go for it, because y'all are smarter than I am, so I'll just be sitting there just listening. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, for sure, yeah, I'll be eating it up. Now, my second favorite thing that I love being with y'all is the jokes, the inside jokes, the humor. For a show that's so traumatizing, the way y'all don't take anything seriously, I love it. Y'all got me a keying at the fact that Hanji died. The jokes y'all be making about her, disrespectful, but so funny. The jokes about Reiner trying to kill himself, so funny. The jokes about Mikasa having to kill Eren, so funny. And like, when you say all these things out loud, none of them are funny. None of this should make me laugh. But y'all, diabolical. First of all, the fact that you can even think that up, crazy. But I be eating it up. It'd be so funny. Or the fact that like nobody pronounces Bertolt. I think I've been trying to figure out how to say it. I think that's how you say it. Bertolt's name. Y'all be calling him Bumbaclot. Y'all be calling him bitch boy. I heard buttermilk biscuits. Yeah. I was gonna say if I was him I'd kill myself, but he dead. Yeah, I love it. I love when people no, I love all the jokes. I don't think I've heard one yet that I've been like, oh, that was too far. Like, they're not real, you know what I mean? So it's kind of free for all. I love it. It's hilarious. I'd be a kiki. Ooh, what I really love is like the fanon depictions of characters. This is my shit right here. I love when you guys do this for JJK too, but like the whole Eren being a fuckboy thing and like being like frat boy Eren, frat boy Connie, love that. I love the depiction of Hand being a they them, being like non-binary, cause it like y'all be the fanins be so on point. Like I be seeing it. I'm like, yeah. In like I feel like Hand would have she they or they she in that bio. You know what I mean? Like I see that. Or people saying that Levi is asexual. I'm like, yeah. Do not touch that man. I see it all. Like, yes, Eren and Connie would be fucked up every single weekend, party after party. They go to college for the experience, not for the education. Definitely see that. And I love watching people's, because even if it's not like canon and it's not like really based on their character's true nature, sometimes you can still like see it. And I love seeing people morph characters into their own idea, especially characters that don't get that much screen time. Like Erica, the way that she acts out Mike, I love that. Because he's on screen for like what, 5-6 seconds? So you can kind of do whatever you want with his character. And the fact that she turned him into a deadbeat father that is just like a slut and jumps from woman to woman, I'm like, yeah, because why not? And like I kind of forget that character does not exist in that way, because in my head Mike is a womanizer and deadbeat father, but like with a lot of charm. Isayama did not say that about that man. But I've seen Erica do it so many times. I'm like, yeah, no. Or Sarah James, the way they do Jean, that is Jean. Is it really actually? But I've seen them do it that way. I'm like, yeah, that's Jean. And also the way they act out John, like, I don't know. It's kind of sexy. I kind of like it. Now to the real good shit. The fan fiction that comes out of this fandom. Yeah. Y'all did y'all big one. I mean, I be on Tumblr for hours. Now, AO3, I haven't found that many good Attack on Titan fics. Y'all are gonna have to put me on. But on Tumblr, the Levi fix, The Jean fics. The Levi fics on Tumblr are so good. Especially any Levi fic where they depict him as a father or a husband. Like, I love the way the Tumblr girlies characterize Levi. The way they humanize him, make him like, they keep his whole cold exterior thing that is canon, but the way they really dive deep into his inner work. I be in my bed giggling, kicking my feet. I love it. The fan fiction is too good. The Levi fics are too good. I can't. I also really like the Reiner fics too. There's not as many though, but the Levi girlies, we getting fed on Tumblr. I also really like, okay, no hate to y'all's blonde baddie, but I never thought Erwin was that attractive until that one scene right before he died when he was talking to Levi. I'm gonna put it was this split second where I was like, whoa. Okay. It was that and all the like fan art of him that I saw on Pinterest. Y'all be drawing that, man. The Erwin fan art. Okay, the Levi fan art is good too, but I already found Levi attractive in the show. But the Erwin fan art, see that's the slippery slope, because you see the fan art and you're like, oh my god, he's so fine, and then it tricks you into thinking that he's fine in the show, which he really isn't. Especially for the first season, they drew him crazy, but the fan art be working voodoo hoodoo in my brain, and I'll be like, oh no, yeah, no, that's my man. I love Erwin fan art. Especially when you guys draw him with his little like nub. That's diabolical. But like when you draw him with the half an arm and it's like bandaged up. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. The fan edits. There's a specific lovely young woman. Wait, is she a woman? I don't know. I assume all editors are women. That's kind of fucked up, but whatever. This young person on TikTok, I'm gonna put their handle right here. The edits they be putting out for my man. Sometimes when I just need a little pick me up, I just go to their page and I just scroll. I mean, some of the best Levi edits I've ever seen. I be giggling, kicking my feet, rolling, tossing, turning. Like the Levi edits are just. The Erwin edits be falling a little flat for me, but I feel like it's because Erwin doesn't have that many scenes where he just looks good. The animators be doing him dirty. The Hanj edits, it gets real LGBT when I be watching the Hanj edit. Also, Jean edits, that specific clip where like, how do I even describe it? Where he's like kneeled down. Y'all know. Let an edit have that clip, immediate like and save. Or any Levi edit that has that clip of him also on his knees and he gets pulled up by his hair and he's like, oh, what's your name? Levi? You put that in an edit, like, favorite, and follow. Because we're locked in now. Because you get me. Because that one little clip right there. Guys, I need that man to be real. Okay, let me stop. But for real, like, I need him to be real. And I need him to, like, okay. Now, when it comes to the cons, one of the most major cons is the it's not that deep warriors. Some of you guys lack the either morality or the intelligence to actually have a conversation about this show. Because, like, you can pull the it's not that deep with maybe, like, other animes, but even then, I really do feel like a lot of the times it is that deep. But with Attack on Titan, it 100% is that deep. You just don't get it. Or you just don't care, which is fine to not care. But, like, don't come over here and be like, ugh, I don't care. It's not that deep. And it's like, okay, well, shut the fuck up and get the fuck away. Sorry. But yeah, especially when people try to have conversations about certain characters, y'all just like tune everything out and you don't want to hear it. Like, people who hate Gabby refuse to talk about anything about her and her perspective and how it's like, it's cool to hate her for what she did. Cause Sasha? My Sasha. Bitch. But speaking of bitch, this is something that I've noticed, and this may be my friend who's too woke kind of thing, but I do find it interesting how all the male AOT fans love hating Gabby and calling her a bitch like she isn't like 12 or 11. I don't like men calling people a bitch in the first place, but and I know that, like, she's not real, like, she's a drawing, right? So it's not that deep, but it is kind of like, male AOT fans don't have this type of smoke for any other character. They'll defend the rumbling, but then call the 11-year-old a bitch and a cunt and a this and she should die and da for killing one character. Because a lot of the female AOT fans will be like, I don't like Gabby, but like, I get it. Like, you know, fuck you for killing Sasha, but like, you're a child soldier, so not too much on her. But the male AOT fans, just bitch, this bitch, I can't stand this bitch, oh, she need to die, fuck you. I'm like, you know how like, people don't want to insert any type of discriminatory word, they don't want to seem racist, they don't want to seem misogynistic, so they wait for a perfect victim and be like, oh well, everyone hates them, so I can just go crazy. That's what it feels like, where it's like, you can't talk this much shit about any other character, female character in Attack on Titan, without looking like you hate women. But with Gabby, you can kind of just go crazy. Because it is weird. Like, I don't hear men talk about how they hate King Fritz, or how they hate Zeke, or how they hate Aaron, or how they hate, I don't know, Rod Reese, whatever. Y'all don't got smoke for nobody. Like, King Fritz is diabolical. But Gabby is the one that y'all keep making videos about. And the funny thing is, a lot of these people who fuck Gabby don't even like Sasha that much. Y'all don't talk about Sasha. I hear people talk about Aaron, Mikasa, Levi, Erwin. I don't hear people talk about Sasha. So is it, do you love Sasha and that's why you hate Gabby, or do you just like hating Gabby? I'll wait. But that was a little tangent. But yeah, the way some of you guys are like, you cannot change my mind about her, I hate her. I'm like, okay, I'm not saying you can't hate her. My stomach is growling so loud. Okay, but yeah, you don't have to like her, but like, dang, like, can you listen? Can you hear her out? Or the people who are like Aaron defenders, they're like, get rumbled, stay humbled. And I'm like, that yeah, I get that. Like, some people are not being that serious, but some of you guys genuinely think he was 100% in the right and he didn't do anything wrong. Like 100%. Like, there, you don't think outside of that box at all. And it almost makes me feel like, did you not watch the show? Like, if Aaron was 100% in the right, you really think Mikasa would kill him? Now, my next con is like the antithesis of my previous pro, where I was talking about I love the humor, I love the skits, I love the fan-in depictions, is the fucking fun police that are like, canonically he wouldn't do that. Bitch, just vibe. Like, oh my god. They're like, this ship isn't canon. I'm like, most ships aren't canon. That's where like a lot of shipping comes from, is like people seeing two characters who are not together originally in the show, movie, book, whatever, and being like, I know this wasn't like written in, but like they would be really cute. And then people be like, oh yeah. And then here comes a ship. The way you guys are like, Erwin and Levi isn't canon. Like, canonically, they're just friends and blah. Who gives a fuck? Like, I'm not a big shipper of them two. I personally do not see it. I feel like my personal view on Erwin and Levi's relationship is very different than everyone else's. But, yeah, I don't see that ship either. But, like, when people ship them together, I'm like, okay. Like, it didn't have to be, like, signed and approved by Isayama himself for me to be like, oh, I'll actually listen to you now. You're allowed to ship them. People are allowed to have their fan-in depictions of characters. Like, I be seeing y'all in people's comment sections who make, like, skits and stuff being like, Connie wouldn't say something like that. Actually, Mikasa would never, ever do that. Like, I'm sure you're fun at parties, you know what I mean? Just, like, that's the whole point of, like, fan-in depictions. They're not supposed to be 100% accurate. It's okay, just vibe. It's okay. We know Mikasa wouldn't actually say that. It's fine. It's a joke. People are having fun. Please relax. Now, my last con is how some of you guys are a bit bullyish and just straight up mean whenever you hear criticism or people disliking Attack on Titan. Relax. Like, I posted a TikTok talking about, like, wait, I have to sneeze. Okay. Yeah, but I posted a TikTok talking about, like, I forgot what I said, but it was something like, if an anime doesn't entertain me in like 0.0005 seconds, then I stop watching it. And a bunch of the comments, much to my surprise, were people saying Attack on Titan, which is crazy because the first episode I feel like is full of action and should get your attention. But I was like, wow, the AOT slander. And then I kind of just kept it pushing. The way I had to... People are still commenting on that video, and honestly, whatever happens at this point, I don't care. But like, when I first posted it for like a week straight, I was having to just go through and delete so many comments because so many of y'all were like, someone would just comment, oh, this was me with AOT, and then reply after reply telling that person to kill themselves and that they're stupid and they're too dumb to get the show and blah blah blah, and they have horrible taste and they need to shut their bitch ass up. You're not gonna do that on my page. I had to monitor those comments like crazy. Like, I was genuinely surprised. I was like, why are y'all so mad that they just found the show boring? They didn't say it was a bad show. They didn't say anything that crazy. They just said they didn't get into it. Like, it didn't catch their attention. Cool. Because when I first tried to watch Attack on Titan, I made it like 3 episodes in and then I gave up. And then eventually I came back and I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. But like, Okay, they didn't like it. It didn't click with them. Cool. Why are you telling them to kill themselves in my comment section? That's the part that be pissing me off about y'all. And this is just people on the internet in general. Stop using other people's comment sections to talk your shit. You have your own page. Don't come over here with your negativity on my page. I was genuinely surprised. I was like, why are y'all so mad? They didn't like the show. Cool. Relax. Some people don't like the art style. I'm like, okay, cool. I love it. That's also the art style is kind of the reason I got into y'all know what I'm trying to say. Vinland Saga. Because they were made by the same studio. But I'm like, people are allowed to have criticisms about Attack on Titan. It's okay. Some of the criticisms, you can tell that they didn't finish watching it, or they're one of those people where they're like, oh, it's not that deep. And if you're one of those people, you're gonna hate the show. You're gonna find it very boring because it's all about like politics pretty much, and like morality. And if you don't want to think about like psychology of people and all this shit, you're not gonna like it, and that's fine. Some people want to watch anime and just see people fight, or like see like mindless entertainment, and that's okay. Everybody watches shit for different reasons. Not everyone needs to think Attack on Titan is the best thing ever. I know some people are not being like serious when they defend the show, but some of y'all need to be like, I don't know, put on mood stabilizers or something, because why are you going from 0 to 100 just because someone said that like they thought the show was boring? Let's relax. Let's calm down. Let's act better as a community. Okay? Like, the show isn't perfect. Even though I love it and I'm like, oh my god, there's still certain things where I'm like, oh, I wish I would have done this, or like I wish I would have did less of this or more of that, and blah blah blah. Like, nothing is perfect. Relax. Everybody calm down. Okay. That was it. I filmed that real quick. Uncut, this is 31 minutes. Please don't play with me. But yeah, those are my pros and cons of being in the Attack on Titan fandom. Overall, I love it here. I would say... What the fuck am I trying to say? I would say that this is probably one of my more pleasant fandom experiences. So far, I've been enjoying it. I like it over here. It's cute. It's fun. The fanfic is good. The edits are good. A lot of good discussion. I like it. So, there we go. I don't know how to end this, so bye.